what's up, YouTube? This is your host with the most, King Gio in the house. I want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys and girls who have subscribed to my channel. Keep on subscribing, hit that like button, share, smash that like button, and watch the show, watch the TV, watch the channel for 2 or 3 minutes, man. Let the algorithm go up. But I want to say thank you to those who commented on yesterday's with Melissa Carone. I think what she did was a disservice. She shouldn't have been a witness there at all. To say that the votes were over 100,000, you know, a lot of people gave me heat because I called her a bimbo. I mean, that's to be the least of the problems right there. A girl called me a misogynist. I'm far from a misogynist. That's more Trump's alley, not mine. But I want you to see something how weird just everything is going on. You see this girl right here? She was also yesterday in the hearing, and she said that there was voter fraud, that there were people coming in and voting with no ID. They should have been voting with ID, you know, because, you know, for her, you know, all Indians look alike, and to her, all Chinese look alike. So she, you know, she can't tell the difference. That is the most dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. I mean, where does Giuliani come up with these people? First, Melissa has no basis at all. I mean, come on, think about it. You know, you guys here are the ones who are saying that there was a conspiracy. You guys not even saying the conspiracy. You guys saying that this election was rigged. So all of you guys and girls who think that this election was rigged, come and tell me, how is the election rigged? How was the election rigged? I just got into a conversation with a gentleman earlier on today that he was telling me that there were more voters. I mean, there were more votes than there were registered people. This is the thing that's been going on Facebook. There were more votes than registered people. So they're trying to say that, let's just say there's 100 people, there's 200 votes. So, you know, so if this is the case, this can easily be proven in a computer. So if a town has 100,000 votes, I mean, if the town has 100,000 people, and out of those 100,000 people, they all registered voters, right? And they all voted, and then you get 150,000 votes, then you know there's something wrong, because you only have 100,000 people. You have more votes than you have people. So then you know there's something wrong. That has not been the case here. They say that that's what's going on, but yet there's no proof. Why? Like Melissa Cardone, she said people are quiet because they're being threatened. No, the Republican Party has threatened a lot of people. A lot of people. You know, a lot. So it's just amazing that people cannot take defeat. And then plus, you know, like I said, if the election is rigged, or the election was rigged, show proof. What better way to do is to show proof, and you say, you know what, the Democrats did this, the Democrat did that, and then you can say, you know, the real Democrat can say, you know what, that's dirty, man. You guys play dirty. You're not supposed to do that. And then you open the people's eyes. You open the eyes of the people. But by you giving conspiracy theories that this was rigged, because Donald Trump was saying this from the beginning. From the beginning, he was saying that this election was going to be rigged. That this was going to be fixed. This was back in what? May, June, July, August. He kept saying it. So what happens? When you keep telling the person over and over and over and over again or something, that person is going to start to believe it. You can have the smartest kid in the world. Your son can have an IQ of 160. But if you tell your son or your daughter, you're stupid, and you keep constantly feeding that constantly in his or her mind, that's what he or she's going to think, that I'm stupid. No matter how smart other people is saying that he or she is, but my dad or mom is saying that I'm stupid, so I am stupid. So if you go and say there's a conspiracy theory, if you go and say that the elections are rigged, and you hear it every day, constantly, then that's gonna subconsciously gonna stay in your mind, and that's what you're going to believe. And that's the difference between me and other people. That I don't believe everything I don't believe a word everybody else says. I gotta look for it on my own in order for me to come to my own conclusion. I'm not gonna say, oh, because Joe Biden said it's rigged, I'm gonna go, yeah, it's rigged. No, I gotta look into it. I gotta find out why they saying that it's rigged? Why is he saying he's rigged? Is he butthurt because he lost the election? If the shoe were in the other foot. You know, and then the same person sends me a video of how the election, how the machine can be rigged, right? And I say, well, anything that's computerized can be hacked. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Anything that has a chip, anything that is computer based can be hacked. Okay, maybe how some things are harder than others, but eventually it can be hacked. And when you do those computers with Dominion and stuff like that, that leaves a trail of what was changed, when was it changed. I mean, I say who changed it, but it will tell you what, when, what, and where was changed. It's simple. You know, and how is it? You know, how is it that all these courts, the courts in Michigan, the courts in Wisconsin, the courts in Georgia, the court in Nevada, all these cases are saying no, you have no evidence. Why come up to me with evidence? Philadelphia, and most of these judges are judges that he appointed. These are judges that he appointed. So he figured, let me appoint some judges, and whatever happens, it will always go in my favor. You know, if you guys can prove to me, let's not say, oh, I heard this through Facebook, or I heard this through this. No. I want proof. I want proof that state that the election was rigged. I want proof to say that the elections, you know, that there was fraud. I want proof that said that dead people, because, you know, if you can bring me proof, I'll put it on my YouTube channel. And I say, look, I got proof right here that the elections were rigged. I got proof right here that there were fraud. But there's been nothing. Nothing. All you have is rhetorics. All you have people, because they want clout, are saying things. They got 3 witnesses. So, you know, if you know, the guy yesterday in the report when he was doing the hearing, the guy after Melissa, he said that he saw people double stack, and then they stacked them underneath the box, and they did this, did that. So if you saw that, if you're watching that, your job is to say, wait. Listen, come here. This person is doing this. Look what he or she's doing. You see that? She's stacking that. He's stacking that. That's what you do. You don't wait till this is all over, and then you get another campaign so they want to say, hey, listen, you know, I want you to say this. No. That's not the way it works. That's the way they want it to work, but that's not the way it works. So if you see something going on, if you saw something at that moment, why didn't you report it at that moment? You're a poster, you're a watcher, you're an observer. It's your job to observe these things. And when you see irregularities, you report it. That's what you got to do. If I would have seen something, if I would have seen the Republican, when I would have seen the Democrat stuff things and do things, I would report it. And listen, boy, stay right there. Don't move. Hey, come here, look. Here she's doing this. This is not right. Or look underneath the box. She's stuffing, he's stuffing ballots. That's what he said. They were stuffing ballots underneath the box. For what? Because even if you stuff those underneath the box, they don't do anything. They still gotta get counted sooner or later, right? Because once it goes through a machine, it goes to another place. So those ballots that are here, the ballots gotta go from here to here. So if this person was stacking ballots underneath the box, eventually they would have to go over here, okay? Because if they stay here, then they're gonna say, well, these were not counted, so we have to count these. So the theories that you guys are coming up with are not valid theories. If you can give me concrete evidence stating that, hey, this really happened. Look, I got evidence, Kinjio, that this happened. I got evidence, Kinjio, that this happened. You know, don't give me links about social media about the Hedgewood twins, what you mean, QAnon, Proud Boys, none of that. Candace Owens, none of that. Shapiro, none of that. I don't want to hear none of that. Because to me, those are not reliable sources. Those are people who giving you opinion, just like I give you my opinion. And this is what I think. This blah blah blah. It's an opinion. But when I come to you, I speak to you with facts. I come to you with facts, and you can Google it. And once you Google it and you look for it and you find it, and then you come to your own understanding. If you want to accept it, you accept it. If you don't want to accept it, then that's fine. Then that's fine. But you have to. You just can't believe what this man is saying, that, oh, this is rigged. So if it's rigged, show me the proof that this has been rigged. Because this is rigged, and then this would be the biggest thing. You know, you will be the greatest president of all time, because not only like you said, you did the unemployment, and you did this and you did that. You uncovered a corruption. You uncovered a mass corruption that would put you up here of all presidents of all time. People will love you, you will be remembered for the rest of the century, the rest of whatever, how many years the world is going to be here. You will be remembered as the greatest president who really cared about the American people and shed light and actually caught corruption at his hand with his hand. We know that like with his hands dirty. You caught the Democratic Party with dirty hands. That you caught them right there, you know, doing it. You know how epic that would be? That would be awesome. But has that been done? No. All you hear is talk, that we have more votes, that we can prove it, but we haven't been proven, that it's come to our attention that we have more votes. By 10 o'clock we were winning, and then all of a sudden everything was losing. No, you were winning because people, different states were doing the ballots differently. And then, like Pennsylvania and Georgia decided to do the mail-in votes last. But come on, people, you have to be more prudent. Stop. People tell me, oh, I'm being manipulated by the media, by CNN, by Fox. Listen, no. I'm 49 years old. I have a very good IQ. I can tell who can lie, who's lying, who's not, who's bullshitting, who's not bullshitting. I mean, I'm from the Bronx. I mean, I'm not saying that because I'm from the Bronx. I'm supposed to know it all. But I know bullshit when I see a bullshitter. Donald Trump, I grew up listening to Donald Trump. I grew up listening to Donald Shady's businesses when he was doing from Manhattan all the way down to Atlantic City. I seen Donald Trump. I worked in a hotel in Puerto Rico where Donald Trump did a shady deal. And who ended up paying for his shady deal after he declared himself bankrupt? The people of Puerto Rico the people of Puerto Rico had to flip the bill for $20 million on a property that he bought, thinking that it was good. It didn't work out the way he wanted to, and he filed for bankruptcy. And the people of Puerto Rico paid it, and that was Cocoa Beach Resort in Luquillo, I think in Luquillo. You can look it up. So I'm not talking just to talk out of my ass. So if you guys can find me proof of what's going on, that this election was rigged, bring it on. I'm not a big guy. I got 1,300 subscribers, but bring it on. And together with this Republican or Democrat, we shed the light, because I don't like Donald Trump, to be honest with you. But if he can prove to me that this election was rigged, yo, I'm on his side. Yo, you were right. Let's go. Let's do this. I'll back you up. But that's not the case. So if you guys can show me proof and stuff like that, yo, I'm with you guys. But until then, Biden's the winner. Accept it. Let's move on. That's it. Plain and simple. Proof is in the pudding, bro. Proof is in the pudding.